So, who is the bigger hater now? Is it Trey or Carlton? Ashley now likes girls. Is Aunt Viv gonna give up the draws? She better not. And who the hell are these black-ass brothers? We have so much to talk about. My name is Brandon Keith Avery, and this is just my opinion. Hey, what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion for my series recap of Bel-Air on Peacock, episode 5, titled From PA to LA. If this is your first time finding me and you happen to like the video, please give me that thumbs up and consider subscribing. All right, guys, we are 5 episodes into Bel-Air on Peacock, and I am loving this show so far, especially the first 3 episodes. Episode 4 was fire. It was still great, especially the way it ended. But for me, it wasn't as good as like the first 3 episodes. If you disagree, that's perfectly fine. Everything is subjective. Please feel free down in the comment section below letting me know what is your favorite episode so far. And maybe episode 5 from PA to LA where Trey is coming into the fold in Bel-Air. Now, if you remember the original sitcom back in the 90s, of course, Don Cheadle was playing Trey. And I like this new brother here that's coming into the fold. I think he's doing a great job. I looked up his filmography. He does not have that many credits. I believe this is like his 12th credit, but he is doing pretty good. His name is Stevante Hart, Trey Melber, and he is one of the gentlemen that stole the show in this episode. However, his character was really getting on my nerves. You know, I liked him at the very beginning, but man, we're going to talk about it at the end. But I was just noticing at the very beginning of the episode where Will picked him up from the airport, they're reminiscing in the car, talking about, hey, do you still hang out with Jackie? Who is Jackie? I'm assuming some girl that he or one of them dated back in the day in Philly. Is she going to come to Bel-Air too? Is Will going to go back to Bel-Air in season 2 or season 3? And we're going to get to see who Jackie is. Probably not that big of a deal, but I'm just kind of throwing it out there. Maybe she will come back around. Now, I will say that I like Will's character at the very beginning of this because when they was going into the house and Trey just jaw dropped when he pulled up to that mansion. Of course, everybody would, you know. I'm like, man, this is a freaking mansion. Like, I've never been in a mansion before. And so, of course, you know, his jaw, like, oh, what is this painting? What is this painting? This painting is grab your stuff and bring your ass upstairs. I like that right there. Now, the point that I was saying that I really likes Will's character is when Trey and Will was going upstairs, Carlton was coming downstairs with his hating ass, with his nose up in the air, thinking that he's better than everybody, all bougie and stuff. You know, Trey was talking bad about him like Carlton, blah, blah, blah. He was like, hey, man, you know, chill out on Carlton. You know, he different. He got his own swag. He do his thing different. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. Even though we know that Will does not like Carlton, I do like and respect the fact that he was still able to, you know, protect his cousin and defend him even with his best friend, Trey, who he's been knowing since he was little, since his dad went away. But when Trey and Will get into the room and they're going, he was like, hey, man, all these books, you nigga, you don't read? Oh, man, all these trophies, you know what I'm saying? When I'm going to get mine? What? You really into all this bougie stuff right here with these suits we got to dress up and da-da-da-da. I mean, man, I kind of understand, Trey, that you're out of your element, but I was already kind of just feeling the hater vibes. And I just don't really understand that. We know how the episode ends, but I just have to talk about this right now. Trey, I understand you frustrated, bro, and you don't want to miss your friend. But like Will said, man, you are supposed to be his boy. You're supposed to be there for him and support him when things good happen in his life. At the end of the episode, Will was like, when he was talking to his mom, Vi, he was saying, Mom, didn't you tell me that life is much bigger than the 14 square blocks of Philly? And that's just the same thing. Like, Will has been a friend to you. When you were shot, he called you and left messages trying to see if you was okay. He was calling here, calling there, just checking in, giving you updates and all that. He didn't give you no cold turkey. He's the one that invited you out there. He's the one all episode like, hey, bro, you can come out doing this time, doing this break, some break, winter break, all the breaks, you know what I'm saying? And he's like inviting him and just not treating him any different, doing what he's supposed to do. And Trey, you're the one that turned his invitation down because of your ego. And I like the parallels. Like, Trey is so big right now on my rep. I can't go back to Philly, you know, and be soft. When he said that line towards the end of the episode, I was like, oh my gosh, children, why y'all worried about such little minuscule things that don't matter? But then going back to the sitcom that in the 90s with actual Will Smith, he went back to Philly too, and they had that episode where he was like, hey man, you know, what about my rep? We're gonna fight right now. And he did the little thing like this. And so I just kind of thought about that. I don't even, this the way that Will is acting now in the Reimagined show on Peacock that we're watching. I don't think he's going to have that same type of energy. We may see that, but we may not. But I do like where it's going right now with as far as like Will maturity. And of course, he still has a lot more to grow and to do. But I like where it's going. I like the conversations he has. I like, you know, even when I noticed that when Trey was introduced to Aunt Viv, I mean, he already knew her, you know, from when he was little, you know, but it was like, hey, you know, look who I found at the airport. I think Trey said a line or something like, yeah, you know, and Will's not going to be here that long. He's going to come back with us or something like that. And Aunt Viv was just like, you know, you saw the look on her face like, I don't know about that. I like that she didn't just butt in. She was like, okay, I'm just going to let all that play out between them two. And then she went on and had her cookies and stuff like that. And so now, of course, we got Phillip Banks. You know, he's doing well in the polls. The community outreach program is doing wonderful. That is paying off. He is 5% up on likely voters and 7% up on black voters. So that's a good thing, right? But later on, we found out that the polling data does not tell everything. But I got to shout my boy out, Dwayne Martin. Man, what's up, my dude? I do not see you that much in content anymore. I should see you all the time. Back 20 years ago, early 2000s, 90s, and stuff like that. So it's nice to see you in this episode. It was a surprise for me. I had no idea that you was a part of this show, and I hope that you do have a recurring role and keep coming back more and more and more, because it brought a smile to my face. I was like, oh man, that's Dwayne Martin. I ain't seen this dude in a minute, you know. That's so up right there. Now, I want to know what's going on between these two sisters, Vivian and Vi. What is this tension that I can feel brewing between them? When they was having their FaceTime, Vivian just said, hey, I think it would be in Will's best interest if he moves out here a little bit longer, a little bit more permanent. Vi's like, wait a minute now. I am not done raising my son, Vi, okay? I know that he's talented. You just gotta tell me. Vivian like, wait a minute. I'm not just talking about sports. Yeah, he can do the sports, but he can get into arts. He can get into politics. He can get into economics. He can get into this. He can get into that. Why in the world will Vi come back like, wait a minute, I feel that you're trying to replace me. Oh no, this is not about me. And I like the line that Vivian gave, like, okay, can we agree that this is not about me? So of course they have a past, they're sisters, they're siblings, but what is that relationship like? Did they have a bad fallout? What's going on? I want to know. There is something that's going to have to reveal itself at the end of the season or in season 2. There's some secret going on between them. I don't know. Maybe one of them just wasn't on their feet at one time and the other one carried them along. I don't know. But there is something going on between those two, and I cannot wait to figure it out. But I kind of think that Vi was tripping a little bit with her line talking about, hey, I feel that you're trying to replace me. Now, I'm thinking that maybe a long time ago they got into it. Maybe Vivian said something that was really mean, like, you're a horrible mother. You don't know what you're doing. We're going to, I don't know, something like that. Maybe when Will's dad left, she was like, hey, you can't take care of this child because of this, this, and this. Let it, you know, who knows what's going on, but there is definitely something going on. So I want all y'all to let me know down in the comment section too. What do you think is going on between Vi and Vivian? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear all your thoughts. Now, of course, we got to talk about this Miss Coco Jones, Miss Coco Jones, Miss Hillary Banks, Coco Jones. My goodness, ma'am. First of all, the drip in this whole episode is just nice. Everybody is decked from head to toe. I mean, the wardrobe department is on fleek right now, on fire. I mean, man. But the person that is leading that charge is Coco Jones, Miss Hillary Banks. My goodness gracious, ma'am. You are fine as hell. I'm going to say that every episode. You are beautiful. You're I love your personality. And you fly. When Will came in with his, I don't even know what, like, I liked it. I don't think I would wear the outfit that he wore, but I liked it. Hillary was like, she was looking nice and form-fit in that dress. And she put on that party, had the cameras everywhere. And we're going to meet all the other influencers that Hillary is going to move in with. First, we have Kylo. He is the creator of the house. He's into expensive booze, cigars, and cologne. Then we have Fanta, who is an expert at luxurious hotels. Then we have Monica. She is like a sex-positive expert. She has a book deal with Oprah. And then we have the Black-ass brothers. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Now, before we get to they black asses, We got to talk about Trey briefly. You know, his drunk ass spilling the beans over on the Carlton. Now, I don't like Carlton. I don't think nobody does. I love the fact that I don't like him, but I like the fact that he checked Trey. You know, he's like, what, bro? What you looking at? Can I help you? Trey, oh, man, your uncle over there will save the day. Woo! Man, will you shut the hell up? And then we're going to get to Carlton, dumbass, in just a second. But what is going on with these black ass? Well, no, but before we do that, why? I don't get the joke that you put a teddy bear twerking under the thing and then the dude comes out butt naked shaking his ass. What the hell is going on? We should have had a scene right there going back to the 90s of Uncle Phil going over to Jazz and throwing his ass out the door. Ah! But it should have been the Black Ass Brothers. Are you serious? I don't care if you are a prankster, a stuntman, whatever. You're going to go into somebody else's house and dance butt-ass naked? Are you, like, what? Even if I go to my mom and daddy house right now, they're yelling at me, boy, get the hell out of my house and put some clothes on. You ain't 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? These are strangers. And, like, guys, am I missing the joke? Fine. If you want to rip me up in the comments, Brandon, his show sucks. He always missing the important details. Blah, blah. He ain't perfect. Fine. I don't get the joke. That flew over my head. I don't know in what realm, millennium, multiverse, or whatever, that is funny to where you're going to go into somebody else's house and strip down butt naked and shake your ass. And plus you got 12-year-old Ashley in there. That is so inappropriate. And then the dumbass dude going to come back later talking about, oh, you're not that mad, are you? I'm more mad at the banks for not getting more mad as what they, I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. Please let me know. Oh, Brandon, that's a joke. Let me know. I missed that detail. They would have got their asses kicked. For real. That is BS. I was like, what? The Carlton had the best reaction. He was like, I don't know what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy right there. We got to, oh man. But I do like the fact that Ashley is having the conversation with Monica about sexual orientation and labels. And she was, I like the way that Monica put it. She was like, hey, some people feel like their sexual identity just defines them and others don't, you know, and both parties are correct. And Ashley said a line, are all these distinctions necessary? Because Monica was like, well, hey, at one point in your life, you can be hetero. Another point in life, you can be asexual. Another point in life, you can be homosexual. And then that's when Ashley came back and was like, well, hey, are all these distinctions necessary? Me personally, I think that they are. I'm not an expert myself, but I think that they are. You know, you can let me know how you feel about that in the comment section. And Ashley seemed very, very happy about that. I also noticed that, and I don't think most people would feel just comfortable coming to their parents like this, especially when they're 12 years old, because she talked to Monica first, then she talked to her sister. Well, one, I do love the scene. One reason was because Hillary's outfit was dope as hell. I mean, I like that a lot. Another reason is it was just a great bonding moment between them. There was a level of trust that got even stronger between those two. Ashley now knows that she can go to her sister and tell her anything for the most part, you know, probably like, hey, I just murdered somebody and the body's in the trunk. Can you help me out with it? That may not fly, but she can express herself from her sister and not feel embarrassed, not feel judged or feel awkward. I think that Hillary's reaction was 99.9% right and good. The reason why I said it is when she was like, well, hey, she never did answer a question because Ashley was like, hey, what am I supposed to do? And she didn't answer that, but I'm not going to make that big a deal about it. But Ashley was just kind of saying to herself, well, hey, I have this crush, or who's the crush? You know, can you tell me who the crush is? She's like, well, her name is Lucia. And then Hillary was like, oh, okay. And she was like, are you surprised? She was like, no, I'm not surprised. Yes, you were surprised. Now, she didn't say there was anything wrong with it, but she was surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have mind lying. Like, you know, hey, I am a bit surprised, but you know, hey, if that's what you like, that's what you like. And everything after that Hillary said was just on point. Like, look, I don't want to tell mom and dad because I don't have everything figured out yet. And I don't want them thinking that I'm just going through a phase. And she was like, hey, Ashley, you're 12 years old. You're not supposed to have everything figured out. You're not supposed to have everything figured out when you're 21, 25. You're always learning, And so I really do like that right there. There was just a great moment between them. They hugged each other. Now, the hug kind of seemed a little fake or whatever. They sisters. I don't know why they was having their butt stuck out like they hug in church, like, oh, hey, how you doing? Get away from me, you musty. You know what I'm saying? But, it is something I noticed, But we got to move on to Carlton. That was great between them. But we got to move over to Carlton now and his hating ass. Man, my gosh. I wanted to jump through the screen and just punch the hell out of him with those two knuckles right there. He was just pissing me off. Dad, we have to talk. Did you break the law and get Will out of jail? Bro, it's not that big damn a deal, okay? It's not like Will murdered somebody or stabbed them or I don't know, listed all the crimes. Nobody was hurt. Okay, he shot a gun in the air and then pointed at somebody. Now, I'm not praising that. That was a real stupid thing to do, Will, especially given the situations, of course, when we all saw the episode. But Carlton acting like he really just broke the law. Like, oh my God, these lectures you're giving me about justice was all bullshit. I'm like, I wish I could talk to my daddy like that. I actually don't wish I could, but I'm just saying if I did talk to my daddy like that, my daddy would find the strength to knock my head off. Like, what? And I'm like, and then Carlton up here talking about, Phillip talking about, hey, Carlton, please don't say nothing, okay? We got to keep this between us. Hell no. You Phillip Banks. How about Carlton? If you say something, I'm going to push your ass out. Like, are you serious? I'm just saying, like, wait a minute now, put your foot down. You coming like he storming off, coming in, talking about you're going to compare my anxiety to Will's crime. I'm like, you are a drama queen, sissy pad, man. Like, oh, I do not like your character. You are a hoe. But I love the fact that I don't like your character. You just doing that good. I bet Alfonso is the real Carlton from back in the day. And man, I know y'all saw that meme floating around talking. Carlton was like looking like that or whatever. Like, this is how Alfonso looks when he sees the new Carlton in Bel-Air doing coke. That was funny. I'm pretty sure y'all saw that meme. I'll try to include that in the description box of this video, like a link or something like that. But and then he gonna go on there to Will talking about and stay the fuck away from Lisa. What? I'm talking to Will, and Will talking about please don't snitch. Like, oh, I know about the gun. I know you're gonna pull a gun on me, Will. Dude, God, dog, how can you like? How did Hillary turn out so good? Ashley turned out so great. You got Phillip and Vivian. They seem like some G's, some cool people. And then is he adopted? What is going on? What if we find that out? The Carlton is adopted. He like, he gonna sniff up all the drugs. Oh my God. Oh. Man, he gonna take them all, man. Just like he gonna be just all over the place. But that would be funny and sad at the same time, But Carlton, man, he just said, instead of fuck away from me. Bro, that is not your girl, man. That is not your girl. That is not your girl. That is not, she left you. And that's why I'm so glad that she curved you like Neo in the Matrix when you try to kiss on her and stuff like, Carlton, what are you doing? My feelings, and like, bro, you stretching yourself out. That's what, no, I ain't gonna say that. That's mean. I ain't gonna say that that's mean. But you tripping, bro. You tripping. And Trey, you tripping too. When we'll say, let's walk this way, and you still want to go over there and say hello to Lisa, And then Carlton, now, because he was like, stay away from me and all that. But then when Carlton is in there and breakfast, he's just such a snob. Like, oh, good morning, everybody. Hey, you want some flapjacks? No, I'm good. I'm just gonna pass. Oh, you gonna be time for the No, me and Lisa have so much to talk about. Even Ashley was like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? Why you gotta stick up his ass? You know what I'm saying? Carlton just need a good ass whooping. A good, it can't be, look, everybody, not everybody. I wasn't finna everybody need an ass. No, it's been some people that have been cool since day one, since they born to the day they die. You know what I'm saying? But Carlton needs an ass whooping. There are some people that just need a good ass whooping to humble themselves, and just to let them like, bro, you are not what you think you are. You need to chill. And Carlton don't realize that, So I'm just really frustrated with him so far. Now we have Carlton, Phillip, and Will at this concert at the Staples Center, I believe, to see D-Smoke. And Trey is starstruck. We also have Fred, the cop out there, that's Lisa's father, that is not liking the defund police campaign, and Commissioner. I couldn't get his name. It was Commissioner, I don't know. Turles or something like that. I tried to look it up. I tried to do my homework, but it's not on the cast list, okay? And they're like, hey, man, you're supposed to be a moderate-centric candidate, okay? You are going too radical left. These people are nervous. I like the, I'm finna say Will. I like the Phillip was like, or what? And that, you know, he was like, I'm not going to, he said, we're not here to negotiate or debate this. What I don't like is Fred, man. You seem like some type of coon because it's just really frustrating. Phillip told him what the message was. And then Fred gonna come back talking about, well, that's the initial argument. What is it gonna follow up with? Nothing. Whatever comes out of my mouth. Stop projecting what you think it is. We saw the ad at the end, defund the police. He's anti-police. Man, whatever. It just allocate refunds. We need to change the, I mean, I like defund the police. I agree with defund the police in real life. If you don't, then hey, you don't gotta watch me no more. But we're gonna see how that plays out. Also, Dwayne Martin at the end, you know, come on, brother, come on over to the light, man. Stay out the dark side. But we don't got to worry about de-smoking the concert and all that. What I really want to talk about is this Aunt Viv gonna give up the draws to Reed, Mr. Michael Ealy up in here. Now, I'm pretty sure that Aunt Viv is not gonna give up the draws. I'm being silly. I would be pissed if she did. But Michael Ealy, what the hell is wrong with you, bruh? You ain't smooth. This is a married woman now. This is not just a married woman. This is Phillip Banks' woman. Phillip Banks. Phillip Banks. Bye-bye bite. Bye-bye bite. Bye-bye bite. Comment below if you know what that reference is from. But man, you tripping, bro. I wanted to go jump in the screen and whoop your ass. A lot of ass whoopings I wanted to give in this episode. I wanted to give one to Carlton, to Trey, and to Michael Ealy. You ain't smooth, bro. But I love the fact that when Vivian, she recognized game. It's like, dude, you're not finna push up on me. And she handled herself well. Now, Joan is the one that set this up. Now, rip me up in the comments if you want to. I don't know how clear it is if Michael Ealy's character, Reed, and Aunt Vivian had a romantic past in the past. Now, they could have 20, 30 years ago, or he could have shot his shot. I don't know. If they revealed that in the prior episodes, please let me know. But this art gallery was quite nice. But here you go, your boy, Michael Ealy, wannabe smooth ass talking about, yes, it's complex, yet clear. It's intimate, yet powerful. Simply riveting, and your art is in the same vein. It's evocative. I could stare at your art for hours. Bitch, please, you are not slick. Man, what the hell are you talking about? Back your ass up, and then you're trying to look up on Viv up and down. Now, she kind of did look you up and down as well when you walked away. It was kind of like a little nervous reflex. I'm not sure if she was checking out, but you could tell the body language. She was like, so what's going on? Boy, you're wrong. Man, woo. And man, Uncle Phil, you know, he not a big Uncle Phil. I'm not saying the judge, Phillip Banks, you know, James Avery couldn't fight, but I think that Jeffrey probably done changed this fight. Jeffrey done changed this fight. Jeffrey probably done trained this new Will to fight or whatever, because we know he a stealth ninja assassin or whatever. So we're going to get some boxing between Uncle Phil and Michael Ealy Reed. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I would love to see that. And now since I said I would love to see that, we're not gonna see it. They're not gonna give it to me. They editing it out right now just because I said something. But Michael Ealy, you tripping, bro? You tripping? Nah, man. Don't be trying to push up on Viv. That's not gonna fly. We ain't playing that over here. Now, what was funny though, going back to the Staples Center, when Trey got mad and like, you are effing liar. Did y'all see the lady that was sitting next to Will? She was like, what the hell is wrong with them? You know what I'm saying? Like, go back and look at her face. I was laughing, but Trey, you tripping. What you supposed? Everything that came out of his mouth was done. What are you doing? Forget about me? You rich? I'm just supposed to wait and you tell me about it. Everything gonna be cool, but I can go to Disneyland first. I'm like, what are you talking about? He has tried to include you in every which of the way, and you're making the decision that you want to stay home with that crazy mindset, that condition. It breaks my heart because we are all victims to this crap. But man, Trey, you are tripping, you are tripping, you are tripping. And then you're going to get your hand and put like, when they are like, I'm glad that Will didn't punch him in the face. That is a great thing. That would have broken my heart. But man, Trey, and then he wants to leave. Will goes and talks to, I think this was early in the episode. And then early in the episode, Will goes to talk to Hillary. Like, hey, do you think I should move back to Philly? But that's my home. I love my home. But she's like, just because you love it don't mean that you have to go back. And Trey really leaves, and Will is hurt. He's crying out there, or, you know, watery eyes. And he's like, well, what is out here for me? Bro, what are you talking about? Opportunity. Okay? You want to go back? You was up calling, I'm scared, Will. I'm scared. I got shot. Why do you want to live in that lifestyle? Why? But I mean, that's just the mindset he has. It breaks my heart. It's very inconvenient, but that is somewhat of a reality, and it really grinds my gears. Now, I also like the way the things ended between Vivian and Hillary, the mother and daughter, because last episode, why can't you just say, congratulations, or I'm proud of you? And she did that here and gave her a hug. But I still think that Hillary was being a little bit too naive and emotional. I hope this plays out for her. But I mean, come on now. It's not like these people at the influencer house really care about her. But that's common sense anyway. Nobody at your job is your friend. If you think that, you need to reevaluate some things. And lastly, we have Will talking to his mom via on the phone, and she was like, hey, I'm gonna miss my baby and all this, but she's like, hey, what's best for you? What's best for you? And so, I mean, guys, I enjoyed the episode. It really frustrated me in times in a good way. These characters are going all over the place, and I can't wait to see how things play out. But we did not get any Jeffrey. And I hope that we do in episode 6, because I want to know where this dude got his training. I want to know if he's the one that killed Rashad. I also want to know, I think we should have had more dialogue as to how Rashad died. I mean, maybe it'll come up later. Maybe they didn't want to just hash on it and show us rather than tell us eventually in some way, shape, or form. But it is something I'm really looking forward to. I really am enjoying this show. I really am. And I want to know how much you're enjoying it too. So that is just my opinion, guys. Before you head out of here, please thumbs up the video and subscribe to the channel. But let me know in the comment section, who is your favorite character so far? Let me know. I'm very, very curious. Is it Ashley? Is it Hillary? Is it Jeffrey? Is it Phillip? Is it Vivian? Is it Carlton? Is it Trey? Is it Will? Is it Congressman? Is it Fred, Lisa's dad? Is it Lisa? Let me know. And also let me know why. Who was the bigger hater in this group? Who would you rather have punched in the face? Trey, Carlton, or Reed, Michael Ealy's character? Let me know. But guys, again, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery. And that's just my opinion. Peace.